Hey guys, it's Death Egg once again, and I'm bringing you some 64-man Conquest gameplay, which is something that I haven't showed on my channel or actually played that much inside the game. And I'm using a little bit of vehiculars, and which is something I usually don't ride around in. I'm usually more of an infantry guy, but try to get the full battlefield experience. And I'm telling you what, it's pretty cool sitting in a tank killing people, which I do suck at it. I'm much better with a gun. So yeah, I figured I'd put this up there. This will be the second video going up tonight. The other one is a rush gameplay, to where I talk about, I can't remember, I'll talk about something. But, so I'm in this tank, and I don't get to stay in it very long before somebody brings me down. And you can tell I don't know what's going on inside of a tank. It's probably like the second or third time I've drove one on PC. I tried to find a helicopter or a jet, but I couldn't find one. Everybody kept on taking them. I figured that would be pretty funny seeing me in one of those. I would have died in 5 seconds. I play on the Xbox 360 too, but this is on PC, and on the 360 I'm alright inside of a helicopter. I can maneuver around a little bit and do some pretty crazy stuff, but mouse and keyboard, I guess, just doesn't handle me so well inside the vehicles like the jet or the helicopter. I wish I was good at it, because you know, some people do some pretty cool stuff. Seen one gameplay, this guy jumped out of a jet, pulled out a rocket launcher, shot the guy behind him, and got back in his jet, which was pretty cool, I must say. That's probably one of the coolest things I've seen so far. But I wish I could do something like that, or some crazy shots with a sniper rifle. Which I have gotten some pretty crazy long shots, you know, some guy running, and I could just pop their head off. Pure luck is what it is. I can't snipe that well, which I showed one of my videos earlier. I did take down that helicopter though with this machine gun before I die, and here I am. I'm riding dirty, which riding dirty is where you put C4 on a Jeep or something, just drive it into a tank and blow it up like this guy, which is BAM. And the reason I call it riding dirty is because whenever I was in high school, about 7 years ago, 8 maybe, I played Battlefield 1942 in one of my computer classes, and one of the guys was like, "Hey man, check this out," because I was riding around the tank, and he drove up on me and just blew up his Jeep. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "It's riding dirty, dude." He's like, "Put C4 on it." And I was like, "Alright." So that kind of coined that phrase to me, was riding dirty. And I go up here and start taking people out with the MG36. This gun's pretty beast. I don't know if it's the best one that there is in the light machine gun, but this guy spawned and I should have had him. I pulled out my pistol. I don't know why. I'm stupid, I guess. I think I tried to knife him and push the wrong button because I have a gaming mouse set up with certain buttons, and sometimes I get confused. So there is a little bit of riding dirty gameplay in this, which is pretty cool. But the gameplay from this is from two different games. One is 64-man Conquest, and the other is from a rush gameplay on Sharkey Peninsula. So, you know, just a little bit of variety, I guess, in between the two videos. Hopefully, you know, people like it or whatever. I don't get that many views, so I just do this for fun. As you can see me planting the C4. I'm gonna go find somebody. Now, sometimes I get shot in my Jeep, but then as soon as I respawn, I blow up the C4 and I get a couple kills. So it's kind of funny, you know, people would be like, "Oh, riding around it, BAM!" And they're dead. Which I guess would be considered trolling. I don't know. I don't consider myself a troll. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, though. Trying to get the full Battlefield 3 experience with the games, and, you know, trying to do the vehicles and the conquests and the rush and just so much stuff that you can do in Battlefield 3. It's pretty extensive. And the stuff that you can do takes a long time. As you see, the gameplay kind of ended right there. Nothing spectacular happened after that. I think I quit recording. And here I am. I am rushing on Sharkey Peninsula. I'm on the defending team. And I was like, screw this. I was like, I'm going to go find somebody to kill. So I go up here to where they're spawning. And I start taking them out with my trusty G36. See, this is probably one of my favorite guns in the engineer class, besides the A91. That gun is just total rape. But, you know, I'm just trying to take people out and keep them from even getting down to where the objective is. I figure that's a pretty smart strategy, you know, getting some kills, taking some people out, trying to get some good, exciting gameplay. Which I mean, I can do that. I'm pretty good Slayer sometimes. I do play a lot of like TDM just to kind of sharpen my skills and stuff. But there's a bunch of douchebaggery that goes on in TDM. So many people with, you got your RPGs and your claymores and noob tubes, and it's like people are trying to play Call of Duty. And it does make me mad. I do get mad at Battlefield, even though I do love the game. I still get mad at it. Which I shouldn't, because it is a game, but it's really frustrating whenever you're playing certain game types and you got people on your team when you're rushing and they're sniping, or you're playing the team deathmatch and you're constantly getting killed by campers who are camping, camping campers, who would have thunk it, or claymores, or you see some dude with an M320 and he's just constantly just trolling. And of course, my personal favorite that you says was 12 with the frag grenades. And that's just total face roll. I mean, I guess you play the game however you want to, but it's not Call of Duty. And I really don't care about KD. I care about having fun, and winning. I don't want to lose a rush game. I want to win. I don't want people to, mess up my win. But they do. So it is really fun. This game is heavily based on teamwork, which most of you know. So if you are with a good squad or a good team, people then it does make it a whole lot funner. Or in my opinion, it does. But, it's just my opinion. So, the gameplay, it's got like 2 minutes left. So I don't really know what to talk about. I'm not that great at commentaries, but I'm trying to get better at it and put out some pretty interesting commentaries and gameplay. So we're going to talk about crazy chicks, and everybody out there knows about the crazy chick. And what I mean by crazy chick is, absolutely psychotic, needs to be put in a straitjacket. And usually a guy comes across one of them every so often, usually when they're in a drought, and by drought I mean haven't got anything in a while. So you'll find a girl. She seems really nice. She might not be, up to your standards or whatever, but you're like, man, I don't care. I gotta get me some and get me some now. To end the drought, because everybody wants a little bit of something here every now and then. So you find this girl, and you're like, oh, she's kind of cool, She doesn't seem too crazy, or whatever. And you take her out, and you're like, yeah, I'm getting some tonight, and then you get some. And the crazy switch flips on. And by crazy switch flipping on, I mean you're laying in the bed, and she's like, you would make a great husband. There ain't no sense in that. That's pure craziness. Or, you're going at it, just hammering it down, and she says something like, you want to go out to dinner next week? Like, why would you say that, I'm trying to get off, and you're talking about dinner? No, woman, no. Or, personal experience, you're going at it, and she's like, look into my eyes. And you're like, okay, kind of creepy, but whatever. And she's like, the left one's fake. And you're like, oh God, it totally ends it. So, thumbs up for more Crazy Girl Talks. I got lots of stories, and I can just sit here and hammer on about it. And I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. So, get at it, and please watch. Later.